you know. I will let you know.
Okay. All
And
right.
we are live, guys. Happy to see you today for our new members presentation. New companies just joined the BGA, and that's an opportunity for you to actually learn a little bit more about who they are and what they do in the blockchain gaming space. Super exciting for this one, especially with the members we have today. And 5 speakers, which means that we need to avoid losing the time and make sure that they could actually introduce themselves the best way of the best possible way. So I would like to invite Pato. We had Pato last week, I think, or 2 weeks ago in our
2 weeks
demo
ago.
day. Yeah, to go through the platform, through the ecosystem they built and the game, the card game. So yeah, Pato, super happy to have you. So as soon as you're ready, the stage is yours.
Okay, I want to share screen. Here we are. Okay, here we are. Everything okay? Perfect.
Yeah, you're good to go.
Hello. First of all, thank you for this time to present our game. My name is Pato. I'm the head of marketing of Mythical Beans. Mythical Beans is a NFT card collection game that is a digital collection. Yeah. We base our creators in the fascination of cryptozoology. Yeah, and we mix that with blockchain technology. This is how this collection start. Is basically, if we are going to the roots, it's like when we used to play when we are kids and we exchange card with our friends and other colleagues, and we have to complete an album to get the prize. Yeah, so the players can collect, they can trade, they can craft, they can morph the cards to earn the mythical creatures. Each card is an NFT. Yeah, everything is secure on the blockchains. That's the main thing of this channel. And we focus in rarity and scarcity. Yeah, and we try to create a dynamic market so the players can engage, can build community. Also, we have our DAO that we are going to talk about that later, that we give a lot of importance to our DAO. For us, it's one of the most things about this project because we devote to the DAO. Yeah. So we have the numbers. We are here since 2021. Currently, we are in season 7. Yeah, because every season we release between 5 and 6 cards, depends of the rarity of the cards. We already sold uh, 200,000 cards. Yeah, this I'm going to make a bit stop here because I don't have it here in these slides. But we used to have another price for the cards. They are used to be more or less the pack of 3 cards, more like 15 euros. And now we are trying to go mainstream. So we changed our economy last year entirely. And now each pack of cards is $5. You can buy it in crypto, obviously, and you get 5 cards instead of 3. So we decrease the price, and also we change the amount of quantity. So because we want to go mainstream, and for us this is the way to get to more people. Yeah, we have more than 2,000 times the collection was complete. So the album was completed more than 2,000 times, and in secondary markets we have like more or less now this is from last month. So we have more than 8,000 of trades that the community is working. That's our number to be sure that the community is working. Yeah. But what makes Vertical Being different? Yeah. For us, this is the first and the most important part, that every card is made by a Galician artist, Ana Santiso, that she is more or less between a month and 15 days to make each card. Yeah, because everything is handmade. First, she made everything in pencil, and then she took it to watercolor. Then we digitalize and we make the card. Yeah, and for us, this is one of the most important things. we are trying to bring the culture from the past, yeah, to try to the modern world to connect with our roots. That's why we make for each card we make a research that mainly they are not online. We have all of book. We go to all the libraries, so we try to make that bridge to bring the new well, me for example, I'm also we are all of the new era, trying to bring the roots of the past. This is, for example, this is a page of the book, because each card you get a page of the book, or two or three, depends of the card. And if you complete the collection once, you will get the book that you can download it. Yeah. Okay. This is all cool trading card mechanics. That's what I said before. Here we have you have a vending machine that you will buy the cards and you will get a pack of cards. Yeah. And if you have repeated cards, you can sell it. You can buy the cards you need. Or also you can trade, you can craft, you can morph. That, for example, you have 5 cards of the same same creature, you can change it for one of different creature. Yeah. So the mechanic is not only paying or buying cards. What we want is to people to connect. Here is the NFT mechanics. We have gamified NFT card collection. We have special cards, that the special cards, you can't get the special card in the package. Yeah, the special cards, the only way to get it is here. You have it here, is in the bounty. That is the price. Yeah, when you complete the collection, you complete the album, you will get the bounty. That will be the percentage of the card patch that they were bought in that cycle. Also, you will get gem, you will get mana, that we are going to go with that after. And also you will get the special card, that special card have different kind of rewards is each card. We have now seven special cards, and each one have different dividends of money, of tokens, and they are the special cards. They are really, really rare, and you only can get it in the bounty. You have the bounty, you have the crafting, the morphing that I talked before, and every season we have new cards. Yeah? And here, one of the parts that I was saying that for us is we are giving them a lot of importance is the DAO. Yeah. From last season, the DAO were involved in making the decisions of which cards they are going to go to the final 5 or final 6, depend of the season. So we try to put everything to vote to the DAO. Yeah, we try to, if we have a group decision or team decision, everything, the 80% of the things, they go through the DAO, because I think that's what the DAO for, is our decentralized importance. No? Relevant decisions about the collections, and the DAO receives 10% of the card sales, so they can use it, or we can make some, for example, a marketing thing. We need to make different for example, collabs, and we use that money for that. And to get to the DAO, you will need to have the governance token, that is mana. You can get mana, or also you can get it in the bounty. Yeah, you only need 250 mana to get to the DAO, and your vote counts. Yeah, always. We try to also going back, because, for example, we make a forum that you can, for example, we are looking for, the season is the apocalyptic season. Yeah. So we open a forum that we need quitters from apocalypse. So you can make your own, you can recommend cultures, you can recommend the name. We are really proud of our DAO. Here we have the tokenomics. We have GEM, that is our utility token. Yeah, you can get it. Also, you can get it in the bounty to pay fees, crafting, morphing. You will need this token. We have mana, that is our governor tokens. We have here to buy the cards. We need it, but okay. Um, this is the next step for us. Yeah, we have the collection. We have a lot of creatures. We have now currently 62 creatures. And last year we were talking, and we said we have to go further because this is fun. We create a community. We sell pack of cards, but we need something more. So we are now developing. It's very rough. I talked about it in last demo day, but now we are changing the visuals with the graphics and all the gameplay. Basically, it's like online risk, yeah. But we are going to use the location of the creatures, and each creature we have a special part in this game. Yeah, you will have to conquer the lands. You have to become a guardian, and this is going to be really nice. It's now in our beta test for our DAO, and it's coming to places. Yeah. Here, and we are ready for the next step. No, we as I said before, for us, it's very important. The art part is very important to the quality that we did in the platform. Now what we are looking is for new partnerships, to collabs, because we think we are ready to build the next step and go to a bit further, and to how to say, I forgot the word. Uh, to have new markets.
Mm,
So we think with our game, we are going to have a different perspective about the community. Uh, and yeah,
that's
and
good.
we are really looking forward for the game to be finished. Here we have the team. We have Anna, that is the head of art and the one that make the art. We have Parjedo, that is the head of product, Daniel, the head of development. We have Jesus, you have me, and here is Fernando. That is one thing that I'm not going to talk much in this presentation because we are an online community, but we have a board game, and Fernando is our board game creator. A board game that you can play at home without any electricity, with old board game, with a glass of wine that you can share with other people. It's a card game that is really cool, and you have it online in our shop.
Yeah, and you saw,
Uh,
if you had a look. Oh, sorry, go ahead for the final word.
no,
But if
no,
you want to have a look at the card that you show us 2 weeks ago, you were able to see the different cards in at the board game. And yeah, I
yeah,
encourage everyone to go to the demo day we had 2 weeks ago to learn more about the games offline and online.
yeah. That's why we want to make this bridge to having old school and new school, because it's life.
Yeah, yeah. No,
So
thanks a lot, Pato,
thank
and
you.
definitely happy to work with you in terms of what partnership we could foresee within the BGA members. So thanks a lot for your time, and happy to have you here.
Thank you for your time, guys.
Thank you, Pato. Going to the next speaker, Matthew. If you're ready, the stage is yours.
Having me all today. I'm just going to be sharing my screen with you now. Can I just confirm everyone can see my screen before I start the presentation?
Now, not anymore. Maybe you click on actually the screen, but before that, I was about to show it to everyone. Maybe you want to try again.
It's on full screen mode, so I just want to make sure you can't see it on full screen mode. I'll just come
I
off.
think you need to push it again to push the present button again, because it's gone.
Okay, I'm going to be doing it again into full screen. Is that better now?
I don't see it.
Okay, well, what I'm going to do is just present the entire screen, and then that way there'll be no issue. Okay, let me try this. How is that looking?
Let's wait a little bit. So I don't know what's happening, but it was actually the case just before. It's like it's okay for 1 second, but it just going back to
nothing, still nothing. Okay, I'll try to just show the entire screen, and then that way it will be mutable. So 1 second. Let me just do the entire screen. Can you see my screen now?
Yes, we can. You're good to go.
Fantastic. Okay. So thank you all for attending the AMA today. It's a pleasure to be one of the new members on BGA. We're very excited to be partnering with yourselves and activating your community. I'm Matthew Ainscough. I'm the founder of Me3. Me3 is a Quest reward platform that focuses on the North Asian and Southeast Asian markets. And we've developed a platform called Gotcha Galaxy. So what does Gotcha Galaxy actually do? What are we launching? What's under the bonnet? So essentially, we are a Quest reward platform, kind of similar to Zeely or Galaxy, but with much more of a stickiness factor. And we've developed this gaming hub in this Neo Tokyo ecosystem, as you can see by the screenshot here. Users can come in. They have up to 50 different Quest actions to engage with. And once they complete those Quest actions, they're rewarded. And with that reward, they can engage in our Neo Tokyo ecosystem. This is available as a web browser, as a mobile app, and we are building on several chains. So the current problem in the Quest reward platform marketplace, and there are a number of major players in the space, as I'm sure you're aware, is there is a significant drop-off rate in new and existing users who are coming in, completing 1 or 2 or 3 quests. They're not really being engaged. They're getting a predispositioned reward, and they're never returning to that brand or project again. Gotcha Galaxy significantly differentiates itself from the market with its sticky play to win mechanics. So our users come back again and again and again. I'll touch on this later on in the presentation. So we have an immersive, rewards-driven mini game that keeps them engaged. So in terms of the user journey, we onboard ecosystem partners by giving them currently a free custom branded building. We then activate users by, as I said, completing up to 50 different social quests. Once those are completed, they will receive a key as a reward mechanism. They then go into the Gotcha Galaxy arcade, and they can win a variety of different prizes, be it tokens of the building host, NFTs, digital items, Me3 credits, and so forth. So we have that mystery element where they have no idea what they win until they interact with the game. And this is a really, really sticky, immersive experience for the end user. So in terms of the kind of gotcha games that we're offering the end user at the moment, we're actually launching at the end of this week. So it's a very exciting time for us. And we're going to market with 2 games. The first is our Capsule Machine, and the second is the Claw Machine. We have several other games which will be launched in further releases, such as Spin the Wheel, Scratch Cards, and so forth. But these are 2 go-to-market games, and we've back-tested this with our existing customer base. And these were the 2 standout games in terms of user experience and return users. So in terms of current traction, we had a pre-call launch in April we onboarded 10,000 real daily active users. And it was great by doing this prequel launch to see what worked, what didn't, what the user experience was like, how we could improve. We have 120,000 users on Twitter. We have a very active Telegram and Discord community, including existing users, organic in-house marketing campaigns, and also our core ecosystem partners. We're looking to onboard about 120,000 unique active data users when we launch at the end of the week. So in terms of core ecosystem partners, we're honored and blessed to have such active and diverse ecosystem partnerships. We've actually segmented different villages to focus on each specific project type. So we have a Launchpads village, we have an AI village, we have a Deepin village, we have a digital wallet village, really focused and specified for each project type. So when the users come on board and they want to go to a specific village, they're not wasting any time in terms of going to multiple different buildings and losing that stickiness and user experience. As I alluded to earlier, the rewards that the user receives will be characterized by the building they go into. So we're looking to onboard and work with other BGA partners that we see are a good synergistic fit for us in terms of cross-pollination of ecosystems and synergistic in terms of the underlying product. We are, as I alluded to earlier, offering free customized buildings for initial adopters on the platform. Obviously, this will change as we get further traction and we start, getting mass revenue adoption. But for now, it's free and customized. So this really is the time to engage with us in terms of partnerships. So if you do see synergies or activations, please either revert to the BGA team, or I'm actually on the Telegram thread. You can just DM me on Telegram and we'll send a form and I'll hook you in with our CMO and we can start the building of your unique customized building pretty much straight away. Thank you very much.
Thanks a lot, Matthew. Super exciting to see that. I think it will be super beneficial for everyone specifically for me, being curious about everything you're building and the 2 games coming. But we have in a bi-monthly basis, we have our demo day. So I know that the next one will be full in terms of the members who already applied, but it will be great to have you for the next ones as well and go deeper into the immersive experiences that you define. So it looks super excited. So thanks a lot for. Go ahead.
Absolutely. No. And like I said, we are launching at the end of this week. So we'll be able to actually demonstrate in real time all the workflows, all the quests and so forth. So we would love to come on and socialize that. Thank you.
Yeah, and more than happy to amplify what's coming on our side for sure. So thanks a lot again, Matthew, for the presentation. All right, going to the next speaker, Jason. If you're here, the stage is yours.
Hey guys, how's everybody doing? Thanks for having me on here. It's really a pleasure to present Everreach Labs to the group here. I'll run through the deck. Maybe a good place to start to introduce what Everreach Labs is. We are a game studio, really focused on building immersive experiences. The approach that we're taking is a little bit different. Not only do we want to build a AAA game, but we also want to be able to innovate on the way that spectators interact with their favorite streamers or content creators. And I'll get into how we're going to do it. But first, maybe a quick introduction of our team. Let me just skip right to this slide here for core team. We have 2 co-founders and co-CEOs, Nicholas and Ethan. Nicholas is an ex-corporate finance person back at TKO Capital, where he managed real estate assets across European markets. Ethan is a serial entrepreneur in areas such as e-commerce. Then we have Phil O'Connor, and Phil is actually, I think, one of the main reasons I joined the company as well, because he was the lead game designer at Ubisoft for over 25 years. He led the design of some of my favorite titles growing up, like Far Cry 3, Rainbow Six, most recently Rainbow Six Siege. And so he is the mastermind and brains behind everything that we're building on the gaming studio side. And then we have myself. For me, I spent over a decade and a half in gaming, in content. I worked for one of the early YouTube multi-channel networks, a live streaming platform after that. I worked for Electronic Arts, headed up their competitive gaming in Asia Pacific. I spent some time at Alibaba as well, overseeing their global gaming strategy across their major business units. Before jumping to Web3, I was the global head of gaming at TikTok, founded their gaming business unit, grew their MAUs to 250 million. And we also have Aurelian, the ex-head of innovation at Nintendo, that oversees everything to do with our infrastructure, our blockchain integrations. Then we have Ramin, and Ramin is also another expert on our team, where he was responsible for leading monetization and economics design for wargaming. He led the entire monetization model for World of Tanks, World of Warships, both $1 billion plus franchises. I won't go through everybody else, but you see we have a very strong team from Tencent, Gameloft, PlayStation, Ubisoft, really a powerhouse leadership team. Aside from this core leadership team, we have also about 40 people in the studio working in various functions as well as the game. So I mentioned that we're bridging the gap between players and spectators. Exactly how are we going to do it? Let me go right into the problem and solution slide here. Right now, the way that a Twitch viewer, for example, interacts with the streamer on stream is very stagnant. So there's primarily two ways. One is they participate and type in chat. The other is they tip and donate. And I think over the years, there's been some experimentation on enabling extensions on Twitch for users to have other ways to interact with their streamers. But what we've done is we've taken that to the next level, where from the very game design stage, we wanted to have the spectator be integral to the part of the gameplay. What this means is that the player or the streamer that's playing the game, they are reliant and dependent on the collaboration with the audience in order to successfully complete a 10-minute match of Revenge, the game that we're building. And they do this in a variety of ways. So there's a mechanism in there where we have built an advanced and custom UI overlay over the Twitch. And I'll show you what this looks like in this slide here. And as an audience, you're able to play a game loop designed just for you while the streamer is playing the game inside the game in a different role. You can activate certain elements of the map. You can change the map terrain. You can do simple stuff like drop ammo, drop health. You can also spawn rare monsters for the streamer to fight against. And so there's, at the beginning, we have about 20 of these different such interactions, which change the outcome of the game. Either they help the streamer succeed in extracting or they fail. And we look forward to the interesting dynamic between spectator and player, given this sort of new level of gameplay. The first map that we've made, it's a co-op PvE extraction shooter. So think like Left 4 Dead crossover with Fortnite, crossover with Hunger Games. That's how we've been describing our concept here. And obviously in the future, we're going to have different maps, different game modes. I know I'm jumping all over the place, but our vision, first of all, we're focused on building our first successful game. What we want to do is to test out the experiment, the hypothesis that spectators do want to play a game. They do want to be more engaged with their streamers. And if so, then hopefully our game is going to be successful. Then we're going to have different types of games, different maps, different genres. We're going to enable PvP mode in the future. We may move away from FPS as well and explore other types. And the end goal here is to build out the ever-rich universe of different connected games. And then I think lastly, phase 3, if everything else is a success, we'll start to see market demand for other game developers wanting to use the tech stack that we've built to enable that player-spectator interaction and be able to build an infrastructure platform out of the tech that we have. Now, going back to this, I do want to highlight the second point here, which is right now there's too many passive spectators on Twitch. So over the last decade, well, ever since Twitch became popular, spectators are trained to behave the way that they're behaving right now, which is a majority of them are passive. Over 95% of them just lurk and they just watch the stream. Maybe they have the stream open on a tab and they're doing something else. That's what they're trained to do. The stat right now is that for every hour a spectator watches, the streamer only earns 3 cents an hour. And so our goal is to increase this number significantly. Our initial target is 7 times 3 cents, which is 21 cents, by allowing the spectators to engage with the game that we've built for them and then monetize their gameplay. Now, the next slide, I'm going to play our game trailer. Just a warning, I can't control the volume on this deck, so turn down your volume if you have it cranked all the way up, as I don't want to scare anybody.
The sound is very low, so we're good.
Was that okay for everybody?
It was perfect. Yeah.
Okay, great. Just like Me 3, we do have a Neo Tokyo cyberpunk kind of feel with our game. And so I was really glad to hear the last presentation, also adopting a similar artistic style. So that's the trailer. We released that trailer last month. Since then, we released a new one as well, because we're very close to launching the game. Our pre-alpha launch is coming in mid-November. Our TGE is coming mid-October, so approximately a month from the release of the game. So really look forward to you guys having a hands-on experience with it. This is more about what that UI overlay looks like on Twitch. Our revenue model, we're gonna have a mix of both Web 2 and Web 3 monetization. And so we're going to have a premium currency within the game that's completely off-chain. Users can buy that premium currency using fiat on-ramps or using our token or stable coins. And so we give that optionality to the user. We're going to have a P2P marketplace. We're going to have a store that we sell assets and items to the players. We're going to have all of our premium assets on chain. So every single NFT, every single skin, every single item, battle passes. And one of the things that we're also going to have is the entire account will be on chain. So yes, players can end up selling their accounts, but we believe that this is an optionality that we should give to our players. Given the black markets that exist in traditional games, we want to be able to offer a transparent, safe, secured, and immutable way of people buying and selling accounts. Some of our market size, I'll probably skip that. If we're wondering where we're positioning ourselves, Revenge is not necessarily a hard game. So I wouldn't say it's hardcore. And I'll probably put Off the Grid and Shrapnel more towards the hardcore section. It's relatively easy to play. There's 3 roles within the game. The role that you saw within the trailer, that's the guy with the gun, right? Or the gal. And we call that role the Raider. And then you also have a second role. I don't know if you recall the middle of the trailer, the UI changed and you're in an aerial view. We call that the Guide. And the Guide plays in a drone perspective. They can fly around the map fairly quickly. They place markers, they open up gates, they are a support role. So it's for the type of gamer that wants to take a bit of a backseat, have a little bit more casual gameplay. you're not getting chased by mobs, you're not getting damaged, you won't die. And then we have that support role just for the more casual user. And obviously the most casual user is going to be the spectators, where they're just playing through Twitch and they're making decisions and clicking on votes on stream. I'll skip that. We experienced very strong social metrics. So last year, the prototype game gathered 60,000 players during the days that we had the prototype testing. We had over 200,000 game sessions as well. Our socials, we managed to grow it significantly over the past years as well. Actually, the founders have been building this game for the last 2.5 years. And so we've been around the space since last cycle. We have one of the most active Discords, 30,000 members as well. We're a top 50 Epic Games wishlisted game. We're on both Epic Games and Steam at this moment. And we work with a lot of Web3 gaming communities. Some of the milestones, we already raised $3.5 million since the inception of the studio. The last round that we had was our seed round, which closed in March this week. And one of the reasons why we're here as well is because we started our next round, our private round. And it's going to be the last round that we're raising before our TGE next month. And we're raising a 2 million round. So we've been initiating conversations with our past investors, new investors, and hopefully we can close the round out by the end of this month. Let's see. I won't get too much into our token, but happy to connect offline with anybody who wants to know a bit more. Here are some of our past investors in the previous rounds. We got Castrum Capital, Reina Capital, we got IBC Group, even Pixelmon, and a lot of community fundraisers. Community funds have invested. I also want to go over our advisors. We have a very strong bench of advisors. Sebastian from Sandbox, we got Dingling, Shan from the NFT space, Jeff Nowak from Maven Capital, Mario Nafal. I have a mix of Web 2, Web 3, and all very gaming related. And all the partners that we have official partnership with Twitch. We partner with Epic Games and Steam as well to promote our game on their stores. The communities that we're part of, Neo Tokyo, Mon Protocol, Project Gajira, just to name a few. And yeah, we want to thank you for listening to us speak about Everreach Labs and hopefully connect with anybody within the BGA community after this presentation.
Thanks a lot, Jason. Obviously, you know the milestones of Everreach Labs, and you said about the games. I had the chance to saw the Revenge game 2 years ago as well, so I know the path you were going, and to see where you are right now is super exciting. So I'm going to share the link for everyone to actually go into details about the game and everything which will happen. And thanks a lot for the presentation. Really happy to see that, and hopefully have the chance to let everyone play the game during our demo day, maybe next month. Would be great. So thanks a lot, Jason, for taking the time.
Awesome. Thank you, Flav.
All right, going to our next speaker, Berat, if you're ready.
All right, thank you so much for having us. So let me quickly share my screen. All right. Is it okay now?
Yeah, you're good to go. It's
all right. So first of all, once more, thank you so much for having us in BGA. We have partnered up as BlockLab, and BlockLab is our flagship company. We have three enterprises there. One is KOL's House, which is a launchpad for KOLs. We have Imify, a DeFi project, and Last Meta is our game. And I will be diving deep with Last Meta. And by the way, we are going to, of course, expand our outreach with BlockLab. We are going to provide new blockchain projects and, of course, new games. And that flagship was actually a foreshadowing. So yeah, let me get to Last Meta and start with what is Last Meta. So it is world's first AI-enhanced social VR poker gaming metaverse. So we offer players earning opportunities through a performance metric based reward mechanism. And what that means is, for example, 6 of us are playing a poker game and Pato won a pot of 6 million chips. So he cannot cash out that money because those 6 million chips do not have any monetary value. However, while winning that hand, if he completes a mission, he will be rewarded an SPT, and that Sol One token will give him a airdrop of our token. So we differ in that side from traditional gambling platforms. We do not have any fiat currencies or losses, so people can participate in our platform completely for free. They do not need to buy our token or NFT collections. Um, and marketplace and advertisement revenues will be distributed through decentralized finance, and of course only subscribers gain access to earn from our metaverse at the moment. So it is a good time to go on with last meta because there is a quite the hype around virtual reality and AI, and we are trying to use state of the art technology. We are trying to utilize the latest technology there is. So we have seen problems in our competitors. For example, they are not user friendly. They are aiming for the pockets of the users, and we do not want to do that. We want our players to have fun in a gaming environment. And they are not on blockchain, so we wanted to use the uh, blockchain so that people can trust in the system. And they are using old technologies. They are on Web2. They are having clickbait advertisements, and we wanted to overcome these issues. So we have free participating, completely free to play, and we have a cooldown mechanism so that you can limit your own playing times. Our game is 95% on chain, from card shuffles to earnings, from mystery drops to everything. Like 95% is on chain. We are going to use chaining verified randomness function, and we are going to combine it with the H-Fisher algorithm for card shuffles so that you can see, you can understand that we are not interfering with your game. If you are unlucky, you are unlucky. We are using a couple of smart contracts types, and we are using Arkham Intelligence de-anonymizing. And as I said, we are trying to use the latest technology possible. We are Our main game is on virtual reality, but our game also will be compatible with iOS and Android as well as web clients. So you can also use your computer or mobile phone. And in later stages, we are planning to expand on Xbox and PlayStation. And for the last step, of course, we want to bring you the casino with augmented reality. So we are going to be cross-platform, and the advertisements on our sites will not be clickable. They will not direct you to any other site. You will just be in the advertisement areas, just chat with your friends while the advertisements are running, and you will be rewarded for watching that advertisement. So let me go deeper with the metaverse. So it is a gaming metaverse because we want to focus more on the fun part of poker, not just the cards and chips. Um, so here is a platform for you to socialize with your friends, chatting while playing a couple of poker. And we are going to be utilizing AI to the fullest. It's not just the bots that accompany you while no one is around. You can also chat with them. You can have your own AI and make it play so that you can also benefit from its performance as well. And we are also going to have PVE sessions that you will be fighting with the boss AIs. Um, and these AIs will also will be able to understand your gameplay. So, for example, if you're a risk-aversive player, um, it will generate new missions for only specifically for you. It can tell you to go all in. If it can tell you to fold, so it will depend on your play style. So this is just to make the player feel more personalized with the game. We will be building our game with Unity, and we are going to go cross-chain with it. Players will be completing their KYC and KYT within the game. There will be on and off ramps and swap functions within the game, and there will be mystery drops. And what with mystery drops, what I mean is, for example, you hit the royal flush. It's 1 in 1 chance. There will be a certain chance that you drop an in-game item that you can either use or sell on third-party platforms. And this will be secured by verified randomness function once more. So I will not go into that much detail with our token, but currently we do not have our token live. We are planning for our token launches. We just wanted to wait for the most opportune moment. So we have been building Das Meta for 3 years now, and we want this game to be sustainable. We want this game to exceed its potential. That's why we are waiting for the best moment. We have cool mechanisms behind our tokens, such as burning, auto reflection, buyback, tax, and staking. So just by holding the token, our token holders will be rewarded with passive income. Yeah, let me skip this part. Yeah. So for the core team, we have 6 in our core team, and in total we are 14. Um, we have Mr. Mert Ereneros. He is our CEO and founder. He has an experience over 14 years in entrepreneurship. He has been in many fields, and currently he is leading us in Las Meta. We have Mr. Umut Deredi. He is our CTO. He may be the most valuable asset to our company. He has over 30 years of experience in coding, and his algorithms are quite the fond of our platform. Mr. Antonio Ansari is a graduate from Helsinki Economics University. Since then, he has been all across Europe, and we, of course, totally depend on him for our financials. Um, I will not go into details with all of us, but yeah, we are more than qualified for what we have been assigned to. So the targets that the markets that we are targeting is Web3, NFT, Metaverse, Play to Earn, VR, AR, and AI, as well as poker gambling markets. So there are lots of markets that we are targeting, and in total, uh, they are accumulating to 3 trillion total available market, and we want to obtain from 190 billion. So one of our competitors is Zynga Poker, as everyone knows, and they had a user base of 400 million users. That's more than the half of the population in Europe. And we just want to reach out to 1 million users towards the end of second quarter of 2025. That's our milestone at the moment. And once we reach that, we will be satisfied with what we are doing. So what we have done so far is we have raised $700,000 in pre-seed in return of 15% company shares. We have also raised 110,000 through community sales and secured a grant of $100,000. Currently, our negotiations with centralized exchanges and launchpads are nearing to an end. So we will be planning our token launch. Of course, we are going to align it with our demo and game lives because our demo is ready for WebGlide and virtual reality. You can see some cool pictures of our metaverse. Um, we have been revamping our UI and putting final touches on the backend, and currently our demo is ready to be pushed. So for the timeline of products, as I said, we are waiting for the most opportune moment, and that's why our timeline from time to time changes. We have to adapt to the situation of the market and, of course, our user base. Currently, it says token seed private sale for 2025 and first quarter. So that's the deadline that we have set for us. It may be closer, it may be later. So we have our NFT collection, Beer Club Pass, and that will also be at the same time with our token sale. Pre-launch for Play for Fun is set for 2025 quarter two, and our main NFT collection, Game Tears Club, is set for quarter three, and full launch with our metaverse Play and Earn for all platforms with all the features. It will be towards 2025 quarter four. So I already explained how we differ from other platforms, other traditional poker venues, but our competitive advantage is that uh, we are not just a gambling platform. We are here to maximize the user experience with the graphics, with the AI, with all the features that we have. So we are trying to be a one-stop hub for poker players, uh, where they can participate for free and earn income through a performance-based metric, uh, while also chatting with other people, meeting new friends. Um, So that's pretty much it, actually. Yeah, let me see. Yeah.
Awesome. Yeah, that's cool. Thanks a lot, Beat. Thanks a lot for the presentation. Super excited about it. Would love to see that as well. Same way for our demo day next month. But happy to work with you on that for sure. And really happy to have you in the BGA as well. We know we got connected, I think, 2 years ago when you launched Last Meta, and now having Last Meta in the final phase. So happy to have you in the BGA and welcome.
Thank you so much.
And last but not least, Chris, super happy to have you and explain what it is about Stinger. So whenever you're ready.
Yeah, excellent. Thank you so much for having us at BGA. We're really excited. Today, I'm just going to give you a brief overview of Stinger, pique your interest, and see maybe if we can find some collaboration. Can you see my screen?
Yeah, you're good to go.
Excellent, thank you. So Stinger has been around for just over 2 years. The reason we exist is we want to bridge the worlds between music and gaming. So historically, it's been quite difficult for music and gaming to work together for a number of reasons, and we'll talk about that, and we'll talk about how we alleviate those pain points and problems. So first, Stinger is, to the best of our knowledge, the only global license platform that is solely designed to address the integrations between music and games and to allow personalization for users inside the gaming community. Our kind of real USPs are that we're a single point of contact. So it means that you don't need to work with the many different publishers and labels that we work with. You can come directly to us and offer music inside your gaming ecosystem. We cover every significant rights holder. So that's everybody from Universal Music Group to Warner Music Group to Sony, and then also kind of Believe and Merlin. So we cover we cover the vast majority of the industry. That means that through our service, there is an access to over 100 million tracks. So very similar to DSPs such as Pandora or Spotify. Through our tech, it's pretty seamless. It's pretty easy. We offer a number of different ways to consume it. And this enables you to participate in regular updates, artist drops that will drop at the same time as other DSPs, and a rich data set around the tracks and the music itself. Our model is very adaptive. So our primary reason for bringing music into games is we believe it enhances the experience and for the users. And we also see it as different kind of monetization methods and efforts to increase and boost your revenue. One of our other benefits is cost savings. So because we have a standardized model, it means you no longer have to go out and negotiate licenses with different labels or artists, and you can come to us, and it's standardized. And so it means everybody gets the same cost. So we're democratizing how you pay and consume music. Of course, we talked about it, eliminate negotiations. And then what's key for us, and this is what we're seeing in some of the platforms and games that we're currently in, is we are seeing a increased retention. So like return users are returning. Engagement is higher, meaning session lengths are longer. And through partnerships with artist drops and artist activations, we're seeing new users that are driving that are being driven to experiences. So you heard me talk about licensing, and well, for people who haven't gone through it, it can be really painful. So it's quite confusing. There's a lot of expensive upfront cost, usually referred to as MGs or minimums. There's the cycles can take extremely long. That's even if you have the connections and to get a responsive kind of engagement. And from people with inside the industry, there's a substantial legal effort. Usually, depending on where your deal sits, its usage is constrained either by the use case you can use it in or the amount of time you can use it for, right? And then constantly you'll have to look at re-upping or renegotiating that. So how do we solve this? So we basically eliminate the mess. We've pre-negotiated with all the rights holders and publishers. We ensure that there's minimized expense because you can consume it through a platform that is fairly agnostic. Because of that, of course, there's minimal legal efforts. Our use cases are quite broad, and we'll talk about it later in the slide. And largely, we're stack agnostic. So fundamentally, we can be consumed through an API. We have use cases that support both Web 2 and Web 3, and we'll talk about that again later. So where does a Stinger sit inside this chain between kind of a creator and an experience owner or game dev and the player? So we basically sit in the middle, and we try to enable both. So for our creators, we're all about a limitless catalog. We're about ensuring that your content is fresh when it comes to the music, and that you always have the latest. Ultimately, this results in the key metrics we talked about, right? Session length, frequency, and that kind of K factor going on. And then for the user, what it really allows is like a shared music experience, dynamic content, and the ability to and to really customize the game experience with them through their music, and not even to potentially their like profile or persona, but maybe how they're feeling that day, right? And that changes dramatically. So what are our products? Our products are mainly broken into three main buckets. We have a curated radio or playlist, again, very similar to Spotify or Pandora. And this, allows you to overlay music radio in any number of use cases. We have some which is driven by the game, some in the menu, some that is actually driven in-game events, right? We then have this product called Stings. So for us, the Sting is kind of a music emote, or it actually goes beyond music. It's a sonic emote. So not only do we have access to music, but we have access to a vast catalog of like content from popular movies or special effects. And these are little snippets that can range from 1 second to 30 seconds in duration, and are typically monetized through kind of micro transactions. And similar to kind of our other products, all our products are social media friendly, meaning that as long as it's being distributed in a platform that has a similar license to us, and you don't have to worry about it being shared. And then lastly, we offer collectibles. So this is a interoperable, tradable, Web3 friendly item that is very similar to a Sting, but the ownership is persistent and transferable. Could also be transferred between participating games and experiences, but also sold on the secondary market, right? In terms of how we're seeing this applied, so we've seen it applied in a few games in terms of avatar boombox, right, of where they can walk around and share their music with nearby players. We've seen it applied as a soundboard, so kind of not too dissimilar from the one you see in Discord, right? And then we've seen our collectibles consumed in terms of like dropping them and associating them with album drops and various other methods, and to drive the association with collectibles. And then lastly, not lastly, but we talked about it. Really, it's all about, we want to boost revenue through our adaptive models, reduce costs by really taking the pain out of allowing you to have access to that vast catalog of content. And then we want to enhance your metrics by basically allowing users by driving users, by allowing them to customize some of these stings and some of these collectibles. Yeah, I mean, and then of course driving our kind of D0 to D3 retention and activation through leveraging a content that is really personalized and really targeted at your specific player or user. So just to close it out in summary, repeating, like, if you're interested in adding music to your game and one of the use cases we outlined, or you have another use case you could think about, please reach out, because we love exploring new ones. And we're here to, again, boost revenue, reduce costs, and enhance your user experience.
Awesome. Thanks a lot, Chris. To be honest with you, I wish I had a better voice today to share my excitement and show my excitement, because I'm super excited about that. I've been involved in Web3 gaming in the BGA for the last 3 years, but being involved in the music industry before and nowadays as well, and try to see how Web3 could be disrupting the music industry the same way it's disrupting the gaming industry. So having you as a member of the BGA, it's wonderful, and really want to push what you're doing and how you could help games, because we know that, like, defining new revenue models, it has been our second I would say biggest responses when we launched the report last year, saying what are the top benefit of Web3. So yeah, there are many ways, and music is one of the way, and so many to learn from what you're doing. So excited about that. So thanks for being with us, and yeah, a long way to go together, I would say.
Excellent. I couldn't agree more. We are so excited. Thank you.
Thank you, Chris. So we're going a little bit over time. The last thing I would say will be, I was just talking about the reports. That's something we launch every end of the year, just to picture the state of our industry. So please have a look at it. Scan the QR code here, or go to our social network so you can actually fill out the survey, because we need you as part of the industry to actually respond to this survey and give your voice into the different I would say responses we're gonna have and the report we're gonna launch at the end of the year. So yeah, we're waiting for your feedback on that. You need to scan the QR code, and yeah, thanks a lot for today's new members presentation. I wish you a very good day, end of the day for some of you, and thanks for the speakers to be with us. So thanks, guys. It was great to have you. Bye bye.
Thank you.
Bye. Thank you.
Thank you.